Good evening. Jane Stone reporting from north of 70, the new 48, because I need more time. More time to spend with my grandchildren because they haven't even been conceived yet. Also, it's going to take at least 20 years to organize my garage, especially since I'm going to put it off for another 19 years. So I started working out at the Y because I'm trying to last longer. Lifting weights is such a healthy way to get injured. Everybody at the Y is limping around with the ACE bandages and the support braces and that thing that goes around your gut that's supposed to keep you from exploding. The new definition of I have a black belt. Well, after achieving a torn meniscus in both my knees, I was one of the fastest limpers. But even with all that limping, I did not get a rush of endorphins. What I got was tired, hefting heavy 5-pound weights while counting to 10 over and over. It's exhausting to be so bored. And you have to arrive at the gym at dawn. Otherwise, you could grow old and drop dead waiting your turn to use the treadmill or the other torture devices. One time, I was waiting so long for an elderly gentleman to get off the leg press that the arches in my feet collapsed. Then I politely asked, "Do you know how much longer?" And he says, "I'm 95 years old. It could be any minute now." Well, he didn't look that old, but 95 is the new 90. He probably was 50 when he arrived at the gym. But by 10 in the morning, we all looked ancient because we were. The people with jobs had left. I notice that when guys are pumping iron, they get totally focused on giving themselves hernias. Their faces, you've seen this, their faces turn bright red and the veins are bulging in their foreheads and they're baring their teeth, clamping down. They look like gargoyles having a bad day. And then they vocalize these agonized grunts. They sound like they need more fiber in their diet. But the award-winning grunt in the grab your attention category was produced by a middle-aged man trying to lift 900 pounds with his toes. Well, he let out this incredibly prolonged, terrifying arg. It was a dead ringer for a wounded elephant. So I shouted to the woman next to me, "Well, he's certainly making that sound easy." Women don't grunt or make faces. We're used to pain. But in the women's locker room, apparently, at a certain age, people just run out of modesty, or it's one of the things they forget about. So they wrap their hair in a towel and go parading around in birthday suits that need ironing and a good tailor. Honestly, I hadn't seen so many folds since the day I went window shopping for a pre-owned accordion. Well, after lifting weights for 3 whole years, my arms still look like the before picture. And I figured out they call it the why because you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? So I stopped. And that caused a rush of endorphins. And you know, your visit does that too. So thank you for coming by and take good care of each other, sweethearts.